Hi, I'm Travis with ACI Therapy. Want to walk you through how we do our stomach treatments. So a lot of places will just do a small low area and they have this suction device that kind of pulls and tugs and causes pain and leaves like a little wad. They got a massage. We don't do all that. So we treat the whole area from here to here, here to here. So as long as it's a 12 by 12 area, we're going to treat the whole area. If your stomach really kind of protrudes out, it's like really wide, really protrudes out, or if it kind of lays low and you kind of have like a shelf or kind of like a apron, if you will, we're going to have to break your stomach treatment up from the upper half and then do lower half. So the reason why we do that, if your surface area is too large, you're only going to lose about half an inch of fat with the whole treatment. But if we break it up from the upper and then do lower in 2 sessions, what's going to happen is you're going to lose about 1 to 2 inches here, 1 to 2 inches here. And more than likely, if you have a lot to lose, you're going to lose a lot, like a lot. Usually you're going to be in the 2-inch range. So for everybody else, we're going to treat the whole area. So how's the process work? Well, first of all, we always wear masks, we wear gloves, we do all the standard cleaning procedures. Even without COVID, there's always a flu, there's always a cold and staph infection risk. So we're heavily regulated and we do a really good job keeping everything clean. We change the air filters on a regular basis. And I guarantee you a lot of people don't even think about that. So if something's airborne, can go in the air filter. And if you don't change your air filter, guess what? You can spread it. So we think of all these things. So it's a very clean environment. We take good care of you. And also you get a free N95 mask with any of your treatments. And that's just part of our efforts to keep everybody healthy and safe. The treatment itself, first of all, we heat up the area to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which will soften the fat cells. So it makes it easier for the outer membrane, kind of liquefies it a little bit, makes it easier to pop when we freeze it. And then we freeze it, which makes it pop, the fat cells die. Once they die, we warm up your body again to 110 degrees, which activates your circulation to come out to the surface. So your circulation will shunt to the core, and then vasodilation will occur, which your blood vessels will dilate and go to the surface. So that it produces collagen and also helps, which will help keep your skin tight as well. So you're not going to look like a Shar-Pei when we're done with you. And then the white blood cells will attack the irregular cells, the fat cells that are dead, and then it'll eat them in a process called phagocytosis. Your dead cell is not going to travel to your legs or your neck or anything crazy. It's going to go to your circulatory system, and then you're going to pee it out. So that's why you can't have any lymphatic issues, can't have any major cardiac issues where it's like continuous cardiac care, because we want to make sure that you can get rid of the dead fat that we kill. So we freeze you 4 to 8 degrees below Celsius below freezing. So if you ever took an ice cube and stuck it to your skin, you see it'll create a burn or some discomfort. Well, we don't have that because we have a really good protective gel we put on there. So it prevents it from having the skin issues, and so you're not going to have the discomfort. So it'll feel like kind of like an ice cube being run down your stomach. It's not super uncomfortable. It's just kind of like, there's an ice cube. With each treatment, we normally remove about 1 inch of fat. And a lot of people ask us, like, well, why can't I just do diet and exercise? Well, diet and exercise is good. I really encourage you to do that. I mean, that's the best way, because if you can lose fat on your own, then you're not going to need us as much, right? So, but when you diet and exercise, your fat cells go from here to here. So they just shrink. So that's why people rebound diet. So they'll pop back up as soon as you start eating bad again or start not working out as much. So the advantage of our thing is we break that fat cell. It can't come back. Now, of course, it can come back in the long run, but when did you gain your weight? You didn't gain it over the weekend, right? You didn't gain it last year. Maybe you gained it last year, maybe with the whole quarantine and all the stress, but most people gain their weight over a process of 5 to 10 years or 20 years. So, but with proper diet, exercise, taking supplements like psyllium husk, which is a good dietary fiber, helps you feel fuller. Make sure you take a multivitamin with it, because it also will grab at not only lipids and stuff like that in your diet, but also grab some water-soluble vitamins. But So stuff like that, and doing planks is huge. Running, jogging, biking. I mean, there's so many options. And then coming in here, we kill the fat so it doesn't come back. So it's so much harder for you to gain the weight back when the fat's not there, number one. Number two, you changed your diet and you're like, dude, I'm not going back to that. You know, I'm in a habit of eating better, and yeah, I can have a scoop of ice cream, but I'm gonna have a scoop of ice cream, not a bowl. I'm gonna have a handful of chips, not a bowl of chips. I mean, really, if you eat a handful of chips, do you really feel, is it really that satisfying after the handful of chips? Not really. So the only reason why you're gonna eat the bowl is because that's how much is there. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're purchasing. So go ahead and sign up online at acitherapy.com. Yes, we're booked out about 2 to 3 weeks in advance, but keep an eye on our website because we have cancellations. And we also have a wait list, so definitely put yourself on the wait list. And we take good care of people. That's why we're doing as well as we are with bookings and everything, because we actually do what we promise. Please check out on our website. We have clinical studies from Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and all that. We have those as reference. We don't have rights to them. Definitely check them out. They do a phenomenal job explaining how the process works. Just so you know, we're not selling you snake oil. So any question you have, just let us know. Thank you so much for your time.